It was a real step into the unknown, stepping out of a comfort zone and being flexible and changing your path. So my journey has really taken me from a very junior, very new pupil barrister through various investment banks, getting different levels of responsibility, different levels of management responsibility throughout that time, from counsel to assistant general counsel to associate general counsel, then general counsel, and also bencher at Gray's Inn, and I'm very proud of all of that. Following my 12-month pupillage, having had such a difficult time getting that pupillage, I really enjoyed my time, but what it had done was spurred me into thinking about what other possibilities may be out there for members of the bar. And that really, for me, had always been working in the Old Bailey, working in the courts, wearing the wig and gown. That was really what a barrister was. You know, that was really the essence of being a barrister. So I think probably most of us would have said at the time that anything else would feel like it was just second class, or we just weren't good enough to be the barristers that were in court every day. But I think at the time too there was also rather few employed barristers, and certainly I think, as is probably still the case now, there are relatively few employed barristers that stay sufficiently in contact with their inn to be able to provide the support that's needed to other employed barristers. And certainly for students to have that guidance around other career opportunities is critically important. Within the self-employed bar, advocacy in court is obviously critical. My form of advocacy is very different. It's advising divisions, it's advising colleagues, it's standing in front of regulators and lawmakers, and an element of lobbying, but it's advocacy all the same, just a different form. CLS settles on average $5.5 trillion of payments per day. So I love my job. It's a real challenge day in, day out. I report directly to the CEO, but we have a real camaraderie. I love the fact that I have two teams. Everyone in those teams and actually in the company are incredibly smart, really commercial, and more importantly, I think, fun to be with. I think everyone enjoys coming to work at CLS, and I'm definitely no exception. No 2 days are the same. It's a very, very broad range of law. It could range from something in finance, it could be a sales issue, a product issue, an employment issue, it could be literally anything. And that's what makes the role exciting too. There were also some really added bonuses to being an employed barrister as well. That includes things like being able to go off and have my family, have a stable salary, have maternity leave, have a job to come back to, have some flexibility. And really that only came really to the fore when I had colleagues, former colleagues that had gone back to the self-employed bar and were at the same stage in their lives and careers as me, but were actually not able to take that time because they had long-running court cases or because they didn't have an income if they weren't actually working. So there are a lot of benefits to thinking about the employed bar that people perhaps don't actually see day to day. I would say that my proudest moments personally have been threefold. One has been being called to the bar, that's an obvious one. The other was obviously becoming General Counsel at CLS, but also being made a bencher at Gray's Inn in 2018. You really need to surround yourself with people that are an inspiration to you. I've had that all through my career in different forms, but I would say if I was going to give one piece of advice, Just go for it, don't be afraid, don't be daunted, just grab it. You know, it may not work out, but so what? There'll be something else around the corner.